Okay, let's start. Before I tell you anything about digital marketing or whatever I am going to tell you, let me first introduce myself. Who am I? My name is Yasir Zahoor Akhir. I am basically hello. Yeah, fine. I'm Yasir, and I'm basically a student of this college only. I am into my 8th semester, training semester. What am I doing and what have I done? Let me tell you. I'm basically Google AdWords certified partner, that is Google AdWords certified specialist. Okay, previously I was Google student partner, Google, you may be knowing about that. So after that I did this certification and training from Google, I became Google AdWords certified partner, and after that I started my own company back in February 2014. And now I am online marketing division head in that company. It's running good, we are 2 partners in it, and we have good clients in Jalandhar. Most of you might be knowing our clients, like we have 10-15 clients in Jalandhar only. One is big group, that is Innocent Hearts Group of Institutions. Might be knowing Innocent Hearts Schools and Group of Institutions. We are taking care of all their IT, IT consultations. We are taking care of their digital marketing, web development and all. Second is State Public Schools. One of you might be knowing about that. That is also one more group. There is one more, there is hospital chain here, there is one more, we have a lot of clients here in Jalandhar, and apart from Jalandhar, we do have clients in Jammu, J&K also. So we started our company back in February 2014, and the idea basically that was behind it was that everybody creates websites, isn't it? Whenever you are going to, whenever they are telling you what project are you making, you will say that we are making websites, isn't it? But have you ever thought of hosting those websites, putting them online, marketing them, bringing in visitors through them, or bringing some business through them? Isn't it? What is website for? Website is actually for bringing business, isn't it? Website, what do you do on e-commerce sites? What do you do on e-commerce sites? You purchase, they are doing business through e-commerce sites, isn't it? If you have e-commerce site, you have put it online and there is no visitor of it, is it of any use? So taking this idea and taking this into consideration, we thought that let us start an online marketing company which promotes these websites, which promotes businesses online. Okay, so this is a brief about me that I will be telling you about how digital marketing helps promote your brand online. In this we'll be going through history of online advertising, benefits of traditional advertising, pay-per-click, conveying opportunities to clients and all. Okay, I have this figure here, 22 years old. Can anybody among you tell me what is 22 years old related to something that is online or anything? Koi idea? Do you have any idea about 22 years old? You, most of you are 22 years old. Like 21 or 22 years old. I am 22 years old. What is it? Yes, who said this? Great. Give him a big Internet is 22 years old. Like of our age. Internet is 22 years old. And see the kind of development that has happened in these 22 years. Imagine a company like Microsoft that was started back in 1970s. And imagine its turnover today, and imagine Google that was started in 1999, which led to the growth in a great accelerating manner. Google obviously, isn't it? They ran so fast that they are going to be the top company in the world. That was an internet company. This is an internet scenario. Same is the case with professionals who are working with internet. They are growing with internet. Okay. So I tell you, this is an amazing field. You will simply be amazed with the statistics that are actually happening and your habits that you are doing online. I'll be telling you about those. So this was the okay. So what is this? Can anybody tell me what is this? World Wide Web summary. Yes, it is World Wide Web. But what is it? Do you think it resembles to something? www, HTTP. Yes, it resembles to internet, but what is it? It is the first web page on internet. It was the guidelines for creating a web page. It consists of guidelines how to make a web page. So this is how first web page looked like. I'm telling you all the stories about how internet started, how digital marketing went up, and where it is going currently. Next. Oh, sorry. This was the first video. Actually, I won't be able to play it because internet is not working here. So this was the first video that was made by AT&T. AT&T, you might be knowing about the company. American company it is, telecommunications company. So back in 1993, they made a video in which they predicted like people on the beach, they are sending faxes through some device. There was no mobile, there was nothing at that time, not even like good handsets or anything like that. They predicted that they will be having pagers kind of. They will be having mobiles that will be pages, and they will be sending the details about where they are and all from the very location. Beach is shown and all that. So this was the first video. They predicted it back in 1992, and they imagined there's something being sold on that device. You are able to look on that and you are able to feel that this is the thing that I can buy. Marketing through it. So this came into actual practice right from like 1999, 2000 when actually digital marketing started, when internet started to grow at great pace. Next. Okay, so these are the popular activities on internet that we all do on internet. 92% of the people, they serve emails. Everybody of you serve emails, isn't it? Go to their mailboxes. 92% use search engines. One great scenario to know about this all thing is that before going to internet, before going anywhere in the world on internet, we go to the search engine. Is it?
Yes.
Everybody does it, isn't it? Next. So this is one great thing to notice, that 92% of the people, before surfing anything on internet, they go to search engines. So imagine if you have to market anything, and you market it on first impression, जहाँ पे एक इंसान पहली बार जाता है, like everybody goes there. Like take an example, bus stand. Everybody goes to bus stand. Would you prefer a hoarding at a bus stand or outside the college? Outside the bus stand, obviously of your business, because most of the people go there. So one great scenario to know about this internet scenario, 92% use search engines, is that if you want to promote your brand, if you want to promote anything, let's use search engines. Isn't it? Can be used. Have you seen ads on search engines? Where? Kahan pe? No. Yeah, there are. Where you have seen? Yeah, please speak. On the top, on the right hand side. Yes. Yeah, Google search engine mein on the top. Sabhi search engines mein on the top, 2 or 3 ads, and on the right panel. Okay, so I'll be telling you about how this advertisement system works. Okay, and all about it. So one thing, keep it in mind that if you have to promote anything, use search engines to promote it. Okay, how to promote, I'll be telling you. Next. Okay, so we learned that if we have to promote anything, we have to promote it through search engines. We understood it. Next big thing is that the most used search engine in the world, that is Google, obviously. So we have to promote on search engine 1. We have to promote on search engine. Which search engine? Google. So relate these two things. Next. Okay. So now let's come back to digital marketing. Yeah, first I would like to know how many of you know what digital marketing is. Like I have told you a brief scenario about internet and how it works. Now I wish to know how much you knowledge have about this digital marketing thing. Anybody who can tell me what is digital marketing? Yes.
Electronic network जितने भी हैं, Android devices, TV, smart TVs, जो भी iPad, iPhone, PlayStation, जितने भी electronic network चीजें सबके ऊपर कोई भी चीज को market करना होता है digital marketing.
Okay, yeah. Any electronic device पे कुछ भी market करना, it is digital marketing. It is good definition kind of, but it is near to it, not completely fair. It is not a fair decision. It is not a fair definition or anything. Anybody who can tell me, who can relate it in a good way? Anybody? Okay. Digital marketing is marketing your product through the network of interconnected devices. How are the devices interconnected? In the current scenario, through internet. Okay. So majorly digital marketing consists of marketing your product on internet. You can promote on search engines. You can promote on video like video sites like we have YouTube, we have something like that. We can promote on other sites. For example, I have a site, I have 10,000 visitors. You want to promote your product, you can come to me, I can show you an ad on my site. Is it working this way? Do you know about this scenario, how it works? You can promote on these places on internet. So this is a comparison between non-digital media. Non-digital media, we can say newspapers, we can say television, we can say anything that is not connected to the internet, that is non-digital media, and digital media is this. So if you are promoting your brand, on non-digital media in 1995, it was like most of the people were promoting their brands through non-digital media, like newspapers, TV, isn't it? Maximum brands are promoted through these media only, isn't it? So now you have seen the trend. Non-digital media is coming down and digital media is going up. So most of the people, they are preferring to promote their brands online. You also might be knowing, everybody uses Facebook, isn't it? Everybody uses, I know. Have you seen sponsored ads? Yes. Sponsored? What are they? That is digital marketing. For example, you have any brand like ladies garment shop is there in Jalandhar. Okay, they want to promote their brand. They go to Punjab Kesari and they say that I want to show ad on the first page. Okay, I want to show ad on the first page of your newspaper. They show the ad. But can Punjab Kesari determine how many people actually read the newspapers? How many people saw the ad? How many people actually acted and went to the shop? Can they predict? Similarly, if you are watching the TV, can they predict how many people are actually, like TV is open, they can see the TRP, but can they actually see how many people are interested in that thing? No. So this is the worst thing in non-digital media, and the best thing in digital media is that you can mark up, you can see, you can understand everything. You can even understand the movements of the person. For example, you are going to buy on a Flipkart, okay? You went through Google search engine, you went through other sites to see the price comparison, then you went to Flipkart. Flipkart, with its mechanism, with its kind of softwares and all, they can monitor each and every step. From where you came, from which IP, from which place, which site you went, how many times you did the price comparison, and then you came to the Flipkart, how many steps did you take? Everything, even if you have hovered on the banner, you take your mouse and you have not clicked on the banner, you have just put your mouse over it, you have not even clicked it. They can even measure this also. So this is a beauty of digital marketing, that you can measure each and every step, how your user goes and what they are actually liking. Now, I gave you an example of a ladies garment store in Jalandhar. If they want to promote similar kind of thing on internet, what they'll do, they'll promote it through, take an example, Facebook, okay? And on Facebook, they can target only ladies. They can target in the age group. They can target in the area. They can target on the basis of interest. People who are interested in Banarasi sarees. Ladies of this age group who are interested in Banarasi sarees. Okay, so this is the beauty of digital media. You are actually targeting the people, only those people who are interested and who are good to your business. Okay, I'll tell you one scenario. We had one this store, similar kind of ladies garment store here in Jalandhar. We did their digital marketing. You might be knowing about Kalashri. Yes. Do you know Kalashri? Yeah. Last year in March they had a sale. They had a sale period. There was 1 month sale period, and what we did. They were spending like 1 lakh rupees on newspapers. Each day there were ads in the newspapers. We told them, give us a budget of 20,000 rupees, we will show you the returns. What we did, we took the 20,000 budget and we targeted the ladies in Jalandhar, we targeted the people who are interested in those things, and we did the interest-based targeting, and we were amazed to see the results. The thing that could not be done by marketing through newspapers in lakhs of rupees, we did that in 20,000 rupees, and we saw the results. We got the reviews on the page, we got like queries from the customers, we got sales, we got even like a lot of people, like a lot of ladies who are basically from Jalandhar but living in Canada or anywhere else, they also saw the ad and they wanted to buy those things. Okay, so this is the beauty of digital marketing, and we didn't spend the extra money that we were wasting on not selling it to the, not showing the ad to the people. We didn't show it to the people who don't have interest in it. So this is basically the beauty of digital marketing. That is why its share is going up and up. And I'll tell you, believe me, that like what we do in IT field, maximum things like create a website, create a web application, but if you are not able to market it, how that will actually survive in the market. So digital marketing has become a very important tool that is to be used. Next. So this is US print versus online spending 2011-2016. See where this audience line is going. Online ad spending. It's going up and up and up. You can't even imagine. And in a pace that it is going up, it needs professionals. It literally needs professionals who can do justice with it, who can handle those ads, who can handle those marketing strategies. Next. Okay. 10.04. This is an amazing scenario. I'll be telling you about it. You'll be surprised. 10.4 times. Can anybody tell me with this figure what this means? It's very difficult. No. Okay, let me tell you. One click. 10.4 times is the number of times a user looks for a product anywhere and searches about it and gets the description about it before buying it. May it be offline, may it be online. Okay? मतलब किसी को भी कोई भी चीज खरीदनी है तो 10 बार he looks at it from different media. Once from the newspaper, once from the internet, once from here, once from there, once from there. Okay? 10.4 times. It is a survey done by it is a survey by Google. Yeah. Next. Number of sources of information the average shopper used to before buying during 2011. Okay. Next. This doubles year to year because now we see reviews, now we see ratings, now we see which sites have good ratings, we see seller ratings. Okay. We see all this. So this is doubling each year. Next. Okay. So this is the scenario of shopping. In past tense, like how you used to shop. First, stimulus is the first moment when you actually saw the product. For example, you are at your home with your father and you saw an ad of anything, any jewelry or anything. This is the first stimulus that you saw the ad and you know the product now. Okay. For example, Samsung has launched a new. For example, Samsung has launched a new phone, okay? You don't know about it till it comes on TV, isn't it? So, the moment and the time when you first saw it, it is known as stimulus. What you do, you saw the ad, now you know about it. Now you want to buy it, okay? So, what you do is, you go to the market. I'm telling you about what used to happen. You go to the market and you actually feel it on the shelf. You take it in your hand and you feel it. Okay, for example, this is the product, you take it in your hand and you feel it. Okay, this was in traditional marketing what you used to do. And the third thing is, then what you used to do, you used to purchase it and take it to the home and experience how it works. Okay, so these three things used to happen. First stimulus, see the product, then go to the shop, experience the product in your hand, and then go to your home and experience how it actually works. Okay, so this is how it actually works. Now, how it has taken a big loop, and you will understand that in the next slide. Next. This is an example. You saw an ad on TV. Next. You went to buy that. You went to the shop and actually felt it in your hand. Next thing is you actually experienced how it works. Okay. So we take an example of this camera only. For example, you are watching a TV with anyone and you saw an ad of a camera. Next week you are going to
Hong Kong. For example, you are going to Hong Kong next week and you saw an ad on TV about the camera, and it is in your mind that you have to do something like this. You saw an ad of a camera, you went to the shop, you felt it, and you brought it. Okay, so this is how it works in the traditional marketing. Now let's come to the online marketing. Next. Yeah, now what happens in online marketing, there is this Z-Mart kind of thing. That is an amazing scenario, that is an amazing thing. What you do, first you have a stimulus, you learn about a product, you see a product, then the next thing what you do is zeroth moment of truth. Z-Mart is zeroth moment of truth. It means that you have not experienced the product, you have not used the products, but you will learn from others' experiences. For example, you have bought a product, okay, you have bought a camera and you have bought it from Flipkart, okay. You went back to Flipkart and put its reviews after experiencing it. So you have already experienced it. Anybody has already experienced it and they put a review. What you go, you see the review, that is zeroth moment of truth. You have not experienced it, but you are learning from somebody else's experience. In traditional marketing, it doesn't used to happen. Okay, so before actually feeling the product in your hand, before actually going to the shop and feeling the product, you are actually learning from others' experiences, and that is better. Because if you are going to the shop, you have not experienced the product. The person who has experienced the product, he is giving you the reviews and you are buying it online without actually touching it. Do we do it like this in current scenario? We go online, check the reviews and then buy the product. So this is the thing that is happening. Person sees the stimulus before going to the first moment of truth, and before like spending from your pocket for that product, what you are doing, you are learning from others' experiences. Okay? So this is one great thing about online marketing. Next. So where do you get this zeroth moment of truth from? You get it from blogs, you get it from Facebook, your social networking sites. You are asking your friends and you are like from their product pages, you are getting the experiences, how other people have actually bought it and how they have used it and how worth is it. Okay? So it is working like this.